let's say you can't grab the leg or get the seat belt. You're going to still have to counter the front headlock by coming to your feet. You're going to have to square, wrestle. Yes. Now you're putting the effort.
I'm always pretty hard on myself, and the first thing coach always tells me is don't talk to yourself like that. It's always like he always gives me something positive. He tells me I need to work on something, but it's positive. He doesn't like call you out in a bad way. He calls you out in like a let's do better kind of way and like a supportive way. So I love it.
Tell me about your recruiting process.
Dude, well, when I decommitted from ASU,
Let's start from the beginning.
like from when I first got recruited.
Yeah.
So when I first got recruited, like 30-something calls the first day. It was a pretty busy day. Went on one visit. It was my ASU visit. Loved it. Committed. And then some stuff went down with them. Still really cool guys. Still really love them. But after a few years, some stuff happened with them, and then it just didn't work out. And then I remember I was sitting in my room, and I got a call from Tom. Tom Morningstar, started crying. This has been like my dream school since I was 8. So I started crying. It was like the biggest moment ever for me. Went on a few visits. This is one of my last visits. Came here and was just, I'm not an East fan. I absolutely fell in love with this place as soon as I got here. I didn't even want to leave. I begged my dad not to let me leave. I tried to tell him I was just going to stay out here and skip school. But he didn't let me, sadly. Now we're finally here.
What'd you do during your recruiting visit? How'd it go down?
I got here. I did the normal recruiting stuff, saw the facilities, got to see a practice, and then I got to hang out with Angelo. Real cool guy. Real fun kid to hang out with. That's really about it. I just hung out with the coaches a lot, hung out with some of the wrestlers, and just found out what I was about and found out how tight of a family this is. It's not like usually like, oh, this is my family. It's like they treat me good. Tom and Terry and the wrestlers legit treat you like if you're their blood relative and like you're their sibling. So I really like it out here. It's really nice. Got Gabe dancing now. So
Go back to the beginning. How old were you when you started wrestling?
I was 5 years old. As soon as I was able to get into a school, because they wouldn't let me in a school when I was younger until I hit 5 years old in Nevada. So as soon as I turned 5, I get into a school. My dad put me right into practice. I wasn't even supposed to be a wrestler. I was supposed to be a football player. And then my dad was like, you're getting into wrestling for the cardio. And then I ended up falling in love with wrestling. I was a little too aggressive for football, so they said I wasn't allowed to hit anymore. So I quit football and started wrestling full time. Haven't turned back since.
What grade was that?
I don't even know what grade. I just know I was like 7, I think 6, 7 years old, around there. Yeah, I was young, but my dad was always like, outwork everybody and be the most aggressive kid on the mat and football field. So I was like, all right. People didn't like that in Nevada, so it didn't work out too well for me.
Is that where you grew up in Nevada?
Yeah, grew up in Nevada until I was 12 years old and came out to Jersey. And then now here.
How come you moved to Jersey?
My dad, when I was younger, I was in elementary school beating up high schoolers in Nevada. My dad said if he's going to give me the best chance I could have at wrestling, we moved to Jersey. So we dropped everything. We moved out to Jersey with literally some TVs, beds, and clothes. Got rid of all the other stuff in our house. Fully restarted. Family gave me a chance, and yeah, my dad was just like, dude, Jersey's going to be your best chance. If you want to go to one of the hardest wrestling states and really learn, dude, you got to go. I was like, all right. So we did. It's pretty fun.
When did you know that you had some talent?
I'd say around turning 8, because that's when I started doing national tournaments. I started winning some national tournaments, and I was like, all right, I got this. That's kind of when I started to realize, because I wasn't a huge fan of wrestling. Growing up, just because I was a little kid, I always wanted to do Dad, let me eat how the other little kids do. Let me do this and that. He's like, no, you want to if you don't want to cut weight, you got to eat healthy. So it was meat, fruits, and vegetables growing up. So that was a little scary as a little kid. But when I hit 8 years old, it all paid off, and I started winning nationally. And then I realized I could do something with wrestling. So it was really nice.
Tell me about your high school experience.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Weirdest thing ever happened. I was looking for a high school to go to, and my dad was putting in a fence for a random guy with his buddy. Turned out to be the high school coach's dad. So then I got to meet the high school coaches, and then I went to high school. Won my first state title freshman year. I lost to Simon Ruiz, who goes to Cornell now. Really good wrestler. Still really upset about that. Need that get back, but Then junior year 1 and senior year 1. That's about it for high school. I didn't do much in high school because freshman year, I fractured my hip. And then last year, I tore my groin. So I didn't get to do a lot of tournaments in the beginning of the year, which is kind of sad for me. I was really mad about it.
Are you gonna get your revenge match back?
With Simon, no, he's too small. Too small. I might try to cut down just to get him one time or find him in a practice room. I'm still really upset about that. I never got over that. My dad never lets me live that down. As soon as I think I can get cocky, my dad always looks at me. Hey, you're first place loser. Don't ever forget that. So, yeah, I need to get that back, like really bad.
Yeah, good. Okay. And so good job, but double good job because you turned him to the edge. We're not on the edge of the mat. Harvey Ludington is not on the edge of the mat. You're not on the edge of the mat, ever, ever. You don't have a bone in your body that goes to the edge of the mat. It's that simple. It's attitude. It's like the approach. What approach do you have to it? It matters. It has to matter to you.